What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm not sure if how many setups are going to present themselves today, but I think that we're going to be able to wait and watch some stuff develop. Like for instance, here with TRX, you've cleared out a ton of lows. Really, this main low right here, you swept that, and also went into this 4-hour demand that hadn't been tapped. It's nothing I would just long by any means, but if you waited and then you started to see, a little bit of internal structure form and us take out that our new 4-hour internal high, that could be a potential long, but I would not take anything yet. When everything's like crazy like this and it's really volatile, you don't really want to, force anything or make any trades happen. It's better just to kind of sit on the sidelines and watch it develop because at this point, you're kind of just forcing stuff. Because everybody I've have been asked a shitload of times, like, oh, what bounce are you playing or what level are you buying? It's like nothing until I see a reason to. You don't just pick a level in the future that's from like, you know, 2020 or 2019 to just buy at. Or I don't, at least. Maybe if you're an equity person and you're just looking to get into new positions like that, I mean, that's up to you. But I always recommend it. Just wait and see what price is doing. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to just try to get or bet and gamble on stuff. Pretty much everything's now just kind of price discovery, trying to find wherever its bottom's going to be. Let's see here, a lot of stuff's coming down to weekly demand. So you pair that with structure shifting. So if we can start to see structure shift, um, then you might be able to have some opportunities, but it's going to take some time. A couple prices though, or price ranges I'd be looking at for AVAX, I'd be looking down here, like 13 bucks. That would be ideal area to start seeing a reversal. Um, and then Solana, I want to see under 20 bucks. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with most of these alts. If you want it, I mean, I'm gonna wait and see if we just continue to free fall. But what I would like to happen is us to find a little bit of a local bottom. That way, maybe we can catch some shorts down to these weekly targets. But I don't really see it just yet. Solana might set something up here actually, because what I'm looking for now is we're engineering that sell side, putting those equal lows in, kind of tricking retail to think that we are, maybe finding support. But in reality, we might just see price pull up and mitigate and then continue to the downside. So what I'll do actually is I'll set an alert for that right there. Because right now, yes, we are beaten down. And a lot of people wouldn't want to short here. But we still have our big targets, like our high time frames are what we build our trades around. So, if we're looking at, okay, if I'm saying I want Solana under these lows and it's pretty clearly headed there, I can say that I have a bearish bias, and I can also wait for an entry for shorts. It's not you don't have to not short just because we're beaten down. So you could watch that 15-minute as like a more aggressive one, and you'd want to get confirmation off of it, or you could watch this 4-hour zone if we make it up that far before we hit these lows. I think BNB is also, it's getting close to these lows. It's most likely going to clear them out. But if we could see, it's kind of starting to consolidate a little bit. Nice little flip zone right there. For those of you that came to class, you'll maybe have spotted that. This price came down, reacted to this demand that was in this wick, pulled back, and then pushed through. So you could probably say this candle up here if you want to be a little more precise. All right, 88 still hasn't even taken out its 4-hour lows. This will probably provide for some good opportunities soon. Came down and swept right there. If everything gets a release bounce, you might. 88 seems like it's holding up a lot better than most stuff. There's a few coins I would venture to guess that are still within their 4-hour range. But I mean, at the end of the day, you'd be targeting this weak low. Like that's going to get cleared. In my opinion, it's just that's your overall high time frame target. So, we could look for maybe if you want to trade counter trend. I mean, yeah, it's up to you. I probably won't be looking to do that until I see the majors start to shift. But we did clear lows here. You could watch for 15 minutes to shift bullish. I wouldn't even touch it until then. Or you could just continue to try to short. So we could just wait for price to come up here, and could also mark this as well, both those zones. And then you could try to get into shorts from there. Probably would like the lower zone. I'm going to set an alert here as well. I know it's crypto stream, but I'm going to look at some Forex just because, once crypto kind of gets beaten down like this, like the volume, if the volume stays good, then whatever. But the volume is ramping up on these dips, but I'm interested to see, if we start to consolidate at pretty low levels, how the volume is going to be, and how the volatility will be. Because if there's not a bunch of volume, you want to always kind of cycle to where there is. And when you're looking at Forex, there's more volume in the daily market of Forex than anything out there. One thing I want to touch on as well is that nothing is going to get a break until this takes a break. This is the DXY, which is a chart for the dollar index. And if you see, I mean, it's just running rampant. I mean, it's due for a pullback. Maybe we get that closer to FOMC. But this shit is running absolutely fucking rampant. So this is something you want to keep an eye on when you're trading really any asset, but especially currency pairs like crypto or Forex. I mean, it's due for a pullback, but another thing that kind of gives away this recession as well is that right now the dollar has been rising, insanely. I mean, we're back. Let's go in the weekly or monthly. We're back, getting back up to those almost not all-time highs, but for this, what's the word for it? Millennium, I guess. This 2000. We're heading up in this area. We're in monthly supply above these lows, so um, it is due for a pullback, but that does not mean we're going to get a pullback till we get signs of that. A lot of this has to do with macroeconomics, but one thing that's really bad compared to 2008, is in 2008 you see that the dollar had dropped tremendously when oil had made all-time highs and went absolutely insane. But right now the dollar is as strong as can be, and oil is as strong as can be. So that's why, like, right now we think gas is expensive. Like, it's like, oh, gas is super expensive. But for us, compared to everywhere else in the world, we're actually in a much better spot because our dollar is also gaining strength. But that's not a good sign in the general scheme of things, because um, what you should see when these macroeconomic situations present themselves is the dollar to not be this strong, because it's already bad with the dollar this strong. So, you know, what's going to happen is it's going to be pretty cataclysmic for just all financial markets when this starts to pull back really heavily, because just because the dollar starts pulling back doesn't mean everything else is going to just absolutely recover. You might get a recovery bounce, but it's not going to be genuine. It won't be sustained. So, all that stuff to keep an eye on, especially when we're at volatile times like this. You got to be mindful of everything. So I really encourage you guys to start looking at DXY and, especially if you're just intraday trading. Just see its direction. You know, if you see DXY looking pretty bullish, well, you probably don't want to look for longs because everything you're playing against is denominated by this chart. So this chart goes up, you know, crypto or stocks or currencies or gold, anything should go down. That's why you see today. I think I got forex.com feed. Gold came right back down into this area. Now, for me, a lot of people are like endlessly bullish on gold, but in my opinion, I want these lows and these lows to be taken. I think there's a lot of sell side being engineered. And while the weekly is bullish here, like this is the swing I have for the weekly, um, I don't see all this holding down here. So, um,
I stopped being bullish on gold a long time ago.
right? I mean, a lot of people are like,
Gold's supposed to be 15,000 a bar.
Jesus, because everybody sees this monthly cup and handle or whatever, and it's like, you know, I see it, but I just see more of these equal lows, like 1676. Like that's my overall target for gold. So here I was hoping we could get a little bit of a relief in one of these zones and kind of push back up and give some opportunity for some shorts. But also messing with gold the week of FOMC is, you know, can be really good or really bad. But I am going to start keeping an eye on gold more and more. But yeah, DXY is going absolutely fucking crazy. Could probably refine this zone down here. Something like that. Hopefully we get a relief there because I want to get a good entry for some shorts to just hold on to. We'll see. So I think the 4 hours now switching bearish, or has switched bearish already, or it's about to be. So there. I switch bearish here, and then it kind of switched back up bullish, and that is seeming to not hold here either. So if we can get that break of structure by a closure there, you know, we can look for a pullback once we maybe hit into some demand and start to see a change of character. And you know, we could look around this area. I think I found that on a 15-minute maybe. Yeah. Maybe look at that as a breaker. But to be honest, I like playing breakers on higher time frames, so I'd probably not really pay too much attention to that. Once we come under these lows and get into these zones, I really want us to see a bounce. That way we can get into some shorts.
Yo, I held shorts on the S&P and Nasdaq over the weekend on my MetaTrader.
Hell yeah.
I did it on accident because I forgot limit orders in the books, and you know how they trade after hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I got up from my computer after hours. So like if market closed, I got up, went to go cook. I came back and I'm like, oh fuck. And
Bro.
you know how you can't close or put stop loss or anything? It just goes, oh,
Yeah.
market closed. I'm like, no.
Can't do shit.
Bro, I caught 2 gap downs on that motherfucking hub.
Bro, I got a short on Bitcoin yesterday and I held 25% of it. Why is an airdrop? Oh, there, but I held 25% of it and I'm just kind of holding on to it and it's up fucking stupendously.
Hell yeah. Bro, I told you, my quant friend, if he calls and says, hey, I'm fucking liquid, my ass is
Right?
buying puts all over the place.
Man.
Don't doubt the quants. The quants make the algos. The quants know all. Oof.
Yeah, this DXY just has to cool it really is what really most of this comes down to.
Yeah, there's a shitload of stuff happening. It's gonna be a minute before it cools down. There's so much news.
Yeah, I know. Or at least even if it doesn't cool down, if it'll start dropping instead of just pumping.
Yeah.
Haven't done TA, I don't think, on EuroCAD yet. I was doing TA on a couple coins. This. Swing rate
And
was
they
high as fuck.
was gonna bounce. Get the fuck out of here.
Say what?
I said they thought SPY was gonna bounce. And I'm like, nah, guys, it hasn't gone above the high that broke the low. This shit is bearish. I'm like, we're looking for longs. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Can't listen to this. Excuse my trading bias. Yeah, it's really hard because I don't trade conventionally anymore, so I'm not looking at VWAPs and shit. So it's kind of hard to listen.
Yeah.
Like it's approaching VWAP. Like my retail mentality is like, oh, I know what that means, But then I look at the chart and smart money's like, nah, son, you about to get fucked.
Right.
So it's like, fuck. And then don't get me wrong, sometimes the VWAP shit works.
Yeah, no, sometimes it does.
But like to me, like I don't know if I have to keep adjusting my indicator to different dates to get the correct levels, it just doesn't seem like that's the
The
avenue.
move. Right. No, I agree.
It's like moving your support and resistance lines on the chart down.
What the hell is my cat doing? This is an odd chart. I mean, I guess you got a closure technically, so get out. Fucker. And I guess you got a closure there, and I mean, I'd consider these daily swings. This is an odd one. But you got equal lows right there. I don't like that. It's gonna get cleared. We're doing some of my templates. They got a little messy there. I'm doing them as I go. Oh shit. I'd like if we get a bounce and engineer some more liquidity here. Not really the nicest looking price action though. Yeah, just DXY needs to cool it, and there's gonna be a lot of setups. This USD franc setup could be nice as well. Yeah, I'll go back to crypto. I know some of you guys don't really want to watch Forex, but I did want to take a look. Okay, this shit's sad. Missed that. Let me pull up. If you guys have coins that want me to TA, just let me know. Also, what's up to people on YouTube? Oh yeah, ZP, those FTT limits hit. That's what's up. Yeah, that chart was looking pretty good. Like, well, I mean, like good for shorts, I should say. Just clean. How did it? Oh, it came up right here. Was this the limit? Somewhere up in there, I think. Hell yeah. What's up, Brax? Running some TA for these people on Twitter. Yeah, I'm telling you guys though that aren't in Forex, start doing a little research and start getting a little familiarized with MT4. Hugo's Way is a good broker, so is Prosperity. As far as if you want to use crypto and not have to KYC, um, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of really good opportunities coming up with Forex as kind of crypto cools off a little bit. Um, I think most of the majors in crypto will still have trades, but a lot of alts are going to completely die off during this. So we just clear this weekly low now. I wish Discord didn't make a noise every time somebody joined. So here, I'm going to look at the monthly first. Not really any super clear liquidity targets that I see. I mean, you could say these equal lows are swept, but there still might be some liquidity resting at those levels. We cleared our previous monthly low. So there's not much there. If we want to look in this demand zone, I'd probably use this institutional candle. That's already been really tapped into and filled. Doesn't seem to be holding very well. So that being said, hold on, let me go ahead and put some of this on a tweet. Yeah, if you guys have coins you want me to do too, let me know and we'll run them through. I mean, the thing with crypto right now is like most everything is just going to be the same story. It's going to be okay. Well, we're waiting for a reversal in the 4 hour if we're looking along. But there's no levels that I'm just looking to just randomly buy at. If that's, 'cause I know that most people have been getting a lot of DMs recently. They're asking, what level do we buy ETH or Bitcoin, and it's just like, we can anticipate and speculate levels that we want to look at them at, but if you're like me and want to wait for confirmation, we don't know until it happens. And I'll go ahead and tell you that's not happened on any coin of interest yet. Oh, and PlayBit mean with the Bitcoin dominance. Reject resistance. I think he's talking about here. We'll go over here to Bitcoin dominance. So if you look at this chart, historically over time, usually 50% is a kind of a resistance point over since 2021. So I think he's expecting price to retrace and a little bit of money to flow back into alts. That's what the Bitcoin dominance means. DYDX. Yeah, I mean, you've got really nothing. It's like holding you up here. You gotta think of it like, I mean, we're just in a clear daily downtrend. Bam, bam. So, now your daily range is this. And it's just the same as everything. So we're like, what would we look for resistance or as a not resistance, a reversal here? We'd want to see price at least on the 4 hour, at least start to shift internal structure. So you'd want to clear out one of these minor highs. So if price came up, maybe took out that high, came back down, you could look for an order block or a demand zone, wait for price to reverse, look for that order block, and price to come down, and then target these highs. But until then, it's just throwing shit at the wall, in my opinion, for trying to just long stuff down here. Now, if you're just like bag holding equity and stuff like that, I mean, I hope that if you held equity this long, it's because you believe in it fundamentally, because you're going to figure out if you do or not, um, real quick, because I don't think that things are just going to, reverse overnight or anything like that. I think it's going to be a little bit for sure. So just be patient with it. Remember the reason you bought it. If you bought it just, you know, for a reason that wasn't fundamental, kind of like learn a lesson that, if you're going to buy something and hold on to it with no stops or anything like that. I'm not saying that this is the situation with this. I'm just using this as an example. But you got to be ready to just hold on to everything that you have for a while. But and it'll probably be straight. I mean, DYDX is a great coin, and for a lot of you guys that are back holding the ETH out there, as long as you don't paper hand it when it gets, if it gets cheaper and you just hold on to it, you'll be straight. I mean, think that, I don't know if you don't believe in crypto, then that's a different story. But I have no doubt in my mind that Ethereum will come back up to the levels we saw it at. So one day, probably with the next Bitcoin halving. Historically, every 4 years we see a pretty big run up in price. It'll be 2024, I think, is the next late 2024, if I'm not mistaken. Shit, messing with all my templates. I did that wrong. Yeah, I mean, what we'd look for here is just wait for price to give us any signs of a reversal if we're looking to maybe long. But and again, right now, this is not the time I'd be watching lower cap alts. They're gonna get at. I mean, right now the dollar is gonna outperform a lot of altcoins, and it's gonna continue to, because people, large institutions or large investors, they're not putting a bunch of money into, like Dogecoin or something during times like this. They're loading up on value, not on hype and meme coins. They're loading up on, they're not looking at it from the same perspective that people say like, oh, it's cheap, it's going to be a bigger return. They don't give a shit about that. They're looking at value, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, stuff like that. Solana, maybe. I don't really consider Solana too valuable at this price, but not yet, at least. A couple years, you could say that, but what else? Oh yeah, it was GBP USD. Oh, that's a there you go. Yeah, you're just free falling. Just everything. Don't try to jump the gun and force stuff, because you're just gonna get hurt doing that. Looks like we're about to get another daily break of structure here. Not sure where I got this from. I don't know if this is just a low I had drawn. It might be targeting that low. I was hoping to see some relief bounce here, but we have not seen Dixie to chill out at all. So at this point, 4 hours clearly bearish, daily's bearish, weekly's bearish, everything's bearish. So, until we take out this sell side liquidity down below, one could look to try to position themselves in shorts. There was actually a setup during kill zone here. Just wasn't really watching it, but you could have gotten to the trade here. I probably would have. Actually, no, I did hit into it. Tagged you in right there. Overall target right now, though, is this 1.20766. So, if you could find a way to get in short into that, or at that level, or I'm sorry, get in short and target that level, that would be anything you could find with a good risk to reward would be fine. But we want to wait and see. Price is a broken structure, so now we could possibly expect a pullback on the 15-minute and to maybe give us an entry. Looking at this for longs, but it just does not seem like it went to. No, there's not any equity I'm trying to grab right now. No, somebody just asked me in crypto chat. It's just kind of like lottos at this point until we see a reversal. I see no reason for me to buy anything because I want to see strength before I buy. Yeah, so I mean everything on GBP is just super bearish, but you've removed some of this sell side liquidity here at that break of structure. If we could start to see signs of reversal, you might go up here first, but I highly doubt it. Looks like you've got a little flip zone right here. If price returns that far. I actually refine this to that right there. That's why he said, is XMR considered one of those top value coins to load up at these prices? I mean, to me, XMR is a good coin, but I don't know. Since I said this crypto bear will probably end quicker than we think, I don't think so. That's just I mean, it's just global economics. But does that, you might get a relief quicker than you think, but the definition of the crypto bear ending is a big difference than just getting a relief bounce. So, XMR, let's look at XMR. Why not? But I mean, that to answer that question, you know, if it's one of your top value coins, then this is actually way stronger than most coins. I'll tell you that. Um, just broke through this demand zone though. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be buying it here, but I mean, it's held up more than most coins. Let's just do top down on it and just see what we're working with. You could, I guess, move this down. I mean, this would be in the weekly low to me because we didn't get a closure. Everything else looks like a liquidity grab. So nothing really special yet. Now for the daily, seems like it's kind of swept down and grabbed liquidity through here. Something maybe down on this wick may be of interest, so we'll plot that out. Maybe refine on the 4-hour. Seems like really everything's been tapped into though. Price when he came over here, we started to form this demand zone. Price came back into it right there. Made this new demand. Price came into it. So I don't really see much interest in these zones. Um, you're most likely going to see this get cleared out, but we have seen a reaction. Now, if you see a shift in market structure in the 15-minute, you could possibly look for some relief longs. But again, it's just you got to understand. Like, I really want to be clear with everybody that um, it's not necessarily I could just buy the dip mentality time right now. Um, it's more. I mean, we're approaching a worldwide recession like we've probably never experienced in our lifetime. So, you know, to think Bitcoin's just going all-time high during that is just not it's just not rational. We could see a huge relief, in a lot of markets. That's possible, but just don't get that up only mentality. Um, I said, is it easy to make the move from crypto to forex? Yeah, it's super easy. You just got to understand. You got to learn how to understand pips and how to understand MT4, which is it's an app that you link a broker to because there's a ton of different brokers. Like think of Binance or Bybit, where there's a ton of different providers for forex, and you just link them all to the same platform. And the way you size positions is a little different, and the way that profits are calculated is in pips, which are not percents. It's like if you have the measuring tool, this number right here is going to be your pips, 54.28. On most coins, it's going to be the last value, like it's probably pennies for XMR. And with crypto though, you can trade crypto on forex brokers, but it's different across different brokers. I don't really recommend trading anything except Bitcoin or Ethereum, and even then, you may as well, if you already do that, you may as well trade it on like Binance or Bybit. But yeah, here with XMR, I mean the daily swing range, I guess you'd say is still bullish because if you go by closures, but it looks stronger than most coins. But I wouldn't buy it. I don't think it's gonna hold. What the hell? Trying to see if I can find any value areas. What's down on this wick? It's just really nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really pay this too much mind. I don't like this down here. Everything's been tapped into. There might be something down even further in this wick, and you can continuously kind of come in and refine and try to force something, but I just don't see anything of that much interest. Maybe this, but it's like, I mean, come on. Probably where we're. Nope, it's not made it down there yet. If it were me though, if you're trying to buy a coin, it's because you believe in it, then just start averaging into it. I mean, just be prepared for it to go lower. But if we're talking about trading, I think it's kind of redundant to really look at much other than like Bitcoin and Ethereum, because you could bet that nothing's going to start recovering until they do. So. Yeah, sorry guys, there's not much exciting stuff to go over today. It's just every single coin is just same thing, waiting for reversal, waiting. Just say every chart looks exactly the same. That's another thing that is kind of annoying about crypto is everything's going to look the same on volatile days. It's just going to be everything's waiting on Bitcoin to reverse. So. FitFi. What is FitFi? Yeah, there's not much to go off of here, to be honest with you. I wouldn't touch this. But like anything like this, like if you believe in it and you like it, then you can mess with it. But wouldn't even consider messing with any kind of
I wouldn't
coins.
touch any crypto right now
Yeah,
for the
exactly.
next 2 months.
Yeah.
I would wait till after summer.
Oh, he said I don't want to believe in it. I want it to die. Well, yeah. I mean,
It already died.
yeah. I was gonna say you got your wish.
Yeah. Gonna displace them to the down. Jesus Christ, what coin is this?
I don't
just
know.
joined back.
It's
Oh my
FitFi.
god. It was like straight down. It looks like fucking ICP, bro.
Right. Look at this thing I have on ICP.
Look
I put this on here forever ago. Motherfucker look like the mega ramp.
Yep. Yep.
What is ICP at now?
Bro,
Oh,
NFTs,
did
I'm finally
they?
getting my wish. NFTs are getting shit on.
Oh, I bet. I haven't even fucking
Oh, those
looked, bro.
Bored Apes are at 70 something ETH from 100.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like that. The ETH
And
also.
ETH's not worth anything right now. So
Wow.
they went from having 300, 400K to having like 70K.
Imagine people that are like just have never sold.
Bro, there's people that never sold.
Yeah, there's a ton of
There's
people.
people, yeah.
I think they stopped. They halted ICP on perps. Like it's been this. I looked at this yesterday and I was like, wait. I was like, oh shit, hasn't started dumping. I might short, and then I was like, wait, it's not moving.
That's shitty ass shit.
But it's weird. Usually they'll delist it. It's just stuck. They halted
Damn.
it for sure. So I said Bitcoin looks like a rejection right on low time frames. I wouldn't be considering the low time frames right now. And that was at 10:33. I don't see any signs of rejection. And plus, don't look at the low time frames right now. Like what I'm looking for is for something like this over here. Like when we come down, you start to kind of consolidate, and then you break a high. You see what I'm saying? You break an internal high. So it's don't think you're gonna miss the bottom or be just don't FOMO in and say this is the cheapest it's ever gonna get. Just don't do that. It's not the time to do that. And there's no sign right now that it's going to reverse. How much? What's the volume on like Coinbase looking like today? Yeah, volume's not as high as I thought it would be. I mean,
Hey,
looking
did
at
you go over ETH?
no, but I can. I mean, the same as pretty much everything else. Just
I just hopped in a little late.
no, you're good. You're good. Just everything's just completely free falling at this point until it gets some kind of reversal. Let's see. I think that Flo had wanted to bid somewhere over here.
Do you guys have any like estimates of what you think it's gonna come down to? Because I've been out of the group and I freaking bought the dip once or twice, and then I've seen everyone saying don't buy the dip now, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna probably. I mean, if I'm looking at a weekly, I mean, I'm looking at a weekly. We're talking like ugly, but we're talking like 500 type shit. But
Jesus Christ! I remember I was buying it at 1,200 like a year or two ago.
yeah, but then on like the daily, I'm just gonna draw a line where we're at so I have a reference from over here. Oh, fuck. I just don't see anything in here I like. Maybe I'll go to a 4-hour.
So you're really thinking like 500?
I mean, you're at demand now, I guess, but it's like, come on. I mean, I think anything trying to like speculate like that is just kind of like it's just like a guessing game. You know what I mean? Like, I have levels like you could watch this level we're at. This might be a good level if we start to see a reversal. I don't know. Maybe somewhere in here there's a good level if we start to see a reversal. But until we see that reversal, we're just kind of speculating because there's no like logic to back that we're not going to continue. Like for instance, if you start like over here, like if price would have came up and cleared out this high, that's what you want to see. You want to see like that or this high. I mean, you want to see that internal high get taken. Price comes down to that newly introduced demand and starts to reverse. But until we have that, it's just playing guessing games.
Yeah, I was thinking about 1,200, 1,400. I was gonna see something, and it just keeps dropping. So we'll see.
Yeah, it happens. And Bitcoin, next zone would be right here on like 20 because we've removed it all liquidity. I think that I'd said this a while ago that 22 this liquidity down here was if we slipped from 26 631, this is the next target right there. at 21,920, and then you got this demand under that. So if I'm looking at Bitcoin, that's probably where I'm gonna see bids a bit right around here 20 to like 18. Also,
Sweet.
I want to say that's a monthly level, or was it?
So you guys will probably post anyway when you think there's a reversal or anything.
Yeah, you'll start to see people posting longs, but even then, I wouldn't buy equity personally, unless you're. I mean, I don't know if you're aiming to like hold it for a couple years, then yeah, like there will be a point where I just start buying a little bit every week.
Don't lie to him. Tell him not to hold equity. You said the right thing.
Yeah,
You said
no,
this is the right fucking thing because we don't know where the bottom is. So right now, don't get equity. When you
yeah,
see a
no.
giant boner the weekly or the monthly, yeah.
I mean, I'll
Show
just
signs of relative strength.
if ETH starts getting like sub one, I'll start buying a little bit. Oh yeah, what the fuck is Michael
I have a
Saylor doing
price
right now?
target for
Oh,
900, 915.
where's Michael Saylor at?
Jesus Christ, that's
He's
like
not. He's not licked yet.
He's not. I was gonna say.
He's close. No, he's close. He's close to getting licked. He's like shitting bricks right now. Like, yeah.
I've been
Dude's a
I've been
savage,
Bro, I'm so mad at GBP, at GBPU, at JPY. We should have taken those fucking shorts,
Shorts,
bro.
I know, bro.
Go look at that shit. Or actually, don't go look at it. That's how fucking low it is right now. We literally missed out on like 2,000 pips.
I already did the pain once. We talked about that shit in stream, so I hope somebody fucking took that shit. But I mean, that's why I want to get everybody up and load on Forex, because everybody loves crypto, but I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys.
Crypto dead for the next 2-3 years, guys. So if you have shit that you didn't sell at the highs, you're gonna be holding. I know I have a lot of crypto that I did not.
I
You
think
know,
we'll be able to trade like we'll still see volatility and volume in like majors, but I do think that it's like a lot of the stuff that we use works a lot. Like price action's a lot cleaner on Forex. But at the end of the day, we are kind of global recession mode right now. Another thing too, you'll probably be able to add on to this that I was talking about. One thing that I really looked into is that what's really fucked up right now. The craziest thing to me is how high the dollar is while oil's this high. Because in
oh
2008, the
yeah.
dollar was like dead when oil was doing this. So like,
Well, it's just different. Situations. Like that's why it's hard to compare to previous times. That's why it's kind of complicated. But yeah, so
right.
oil's going up because of the shit in Ukraine, but that's not the only reason why
And
it's
then
going.
also COVID restrictions coming up, so everybody's like
Yep.
opening up. It's like a double everything. Like,
Yep. So like I personally I'm bullish on oil. I still think I'm sticking to my gun. 150 a barrel oil, 120 DXY. Like I've been saying
yeah,
that for like fucking 4 months. Just because the dude, you know that Japan is gonna have to their government is gonna have to step in to strengthen their currency. I, that is unheard of.
yeah, that's
It just
insane.
bro, you like if I see USD JPY hit 145, I'm grabbing the full fucking power of my ports and I'm just going short on every fucking thing, like everything. Because bro, JPY is losing stability. Okay, so if they lose stability, China, right? So it's going to affect the Asian markets. So all Asian countries are going to have to devalue their currency just to stabilize their economy, right? So it's hard to give you an example of this because it's never happened where such a strong currency depegs. It's like USDT depegging from the dollar. That's how you can compare it.
Yeah.
Okay, like right there. That's the magnitude of that shit. Because there's only two safe currencies in the world: the Czech, the Swiss Czech, or not the Swiss franc. Sorry, the Czech. I forgot where they're from.
Oh shit. My bad.
And JPY.
My bad to interrupt, but MicroStrategy just transferred 2,089 Bitcoin to a new wallet for the first time ever.
Whoa. Yeah, we eating, bro. We are eating. I have puts that have like almost a year left on them, and they're up. Like my Apple Leaps, they're
Yeah,
up
those are gonna go crazy.
70%. My Amazon Leaps,
Holy
so I bought
fuck.
Amazon shares, right? And then I shorted Amazon
Yeah, somebody
because
asked
that's
about
how you're supposed to
SPY.
use options.
Yeah, that's a
Hey,
Buy
smart way to
looks
do
like
it.
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
What y'all thinking on Apple and
let's do.
all those?
Apple's going to $100, under $100.
Hey, I sold
And
at 130 like a year ago to buy my house, like 100 shares,
that's what's up.
and now it's going
You,
to be like back way below that. This shit's crazy.
yep.
I would
Which
say.
I'm thinking Apple goes to $100. AMD, you're looking at like 40, maybe $30.
So
Amazon
you're just
75.
you're just stacking the money aside for the buy-ins later, basically.
No, the strategy that I use is so I have puts open. So I like to play options how they were intended to be played instead of like scalping options and sitting there because that builds up a lot of commission of fees and shit. But besides the point, you're putting yourself more at risk being a day trading investor, just looking for those short moves versus actually looking at the big picture, right? So my favorite thing is to spend a little bit of money and make a whole lot of money. And I've done it before, like with $200, 13,000. The other one was $2,000 to 12,000. Stuff like that. That makes sense. I don't like spending $2,000 just to make $300. Like if you ask anybody that's a real investor, they'd be like, "What the fuck? We spent $2K to make $300. Like that's shitty.
Bad
That,
risk.
that's bad risk management." So, and regardless, you're seeing that right now. People that are trading options that are getting fucked, right? Like I'll give you an example. Like all of our options that were called out in chat, if everybody would have been positioned since I said, "Oh shit, the market's not looking good." It was back in February, right? You could have had Coinbase puts instead of them being at 275%. Those could have been at like 500, 600% because you would have got closer in the money. And you would have taken advantage of all the volatility. So shit like that. So what I like to do is I like to buy 100 shares, and then you buy the contracts that are the opposite. Or if you have the money for 100 shares, you can short the shares, right? So you can go short 100 shares of like Amazon and then buy a call just to protect, you minimize your loss. So what I do, is I buy the shares and then I short my shares. That way, when I feel like they hit the bottom, I sell my shorts and I use that money from the shorts to go long. So I buy more stock. So
That's a cool idea.
if my Apple puts go the same way that my Apple calls went, each one should hit 8,000 to 13,000 put, right? I think I have 5 of them. So if that happens, I would put 20, 30 grand into Apple when I sell these puts and just buy more Apple shares. And then I would take advantage of that whole, if they hit $100 or $90, the whole ride back up.
Should I hop?
Because
Should I hop into puts? I'm not in any trades besides equity, and obviously the equity is getting shit.
nah, don't buy anything right now. If you buy a put right now, you're paying premium. You know how we like to sell in premium and buy in discount. Right now, you'd be selling in discount, and you don't want to do that because you could lose. So you want price to get back up to a premium. Just smart money concepts back to a premium before you take a short. Because shorting right now, like who knows? What if this is the bottom? I know it's not the bottom, but what if this is the bottom? You always gotta, something I learned from Photon is like if you're gonna go long, take your long bias, set it aside, and then think of what you would do if you wanted to go short, and then compare the TAs and see which one gives you a higher risk to reward. That'll be your best option to trade.
All right,
Dude,
so
holy shit, bro. Have you seen the liquidations today in crypto?
I have the
993
crazy.
million.
Oof. Well, Bitcoin's at 22,000, bro.
Yeah, no, I
22,700.
know. I mean, I'm not that surprised, but it is just crazy to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry guys, there's not
crazy.
much I knew when I got on this one, I was like, there's not gonna be much to really go over today. It's kinda like, yep, oh, we're waiting for a reversal, guys. Here with
hope everybody
No.
what's
in
that?
there.
I wanna see if we can get a reversal,
The
signs of a
short
reversal here,
that
be
might
nice.
work if you're asking about shorts in the stock market right now would be Google. So Google's going to split in a couple days, right? So my strategy would be to like I'm going to position myself in Google because Google is I think long term Google's quantum computing. You know, and that nothing's going to beat that. They have one of the best quantum computers out there, right? So even better than Intel. Intel's going to zero. So they split July 15th, right? So in a month, they split and they're doing a 20-1 split. So realistically speaking, if you look at the daily chart, so if Casper goes over to the daily Google chart, type in GOOGL,
Got you.
it follows PA. Look at that. You see those gappies down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect some of those gaps to fill just because they're splitting. That's what gives it the bullish sentiment. The split, because people are going to pile into it so they can take advantage of the volatility.
What do you think of Microsoft? Didn't that just split too?
No, Amazon split and Tesla's going to split. Microsoft is
yeah.
strong.
I meant Amazon.
Shopify is going to split. Microsoft, if you look at the daily Microsoft chart and the daily Google chart, they look exactly the same.
I meant Amazon, I think.
Amazon's going to go to like $70. I have puts on it. Like I bought 100 shares and I have
70.
leap puts for a year or more out for $95. So they're about to go in the money. When they go in the money, volatility accelerates. Once your volatility accelerates, you're getting paid more from Vega, Theta, and Gamma. So
Google,
that's when you use calculus.
if you get up and do fill these gaps with that, you could catch some fucking mean ass puts down into this, bro. Or just
Yep,
shorts.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I buy the shares up there. Like I just want to buy the shares just in case. That's how because your shares, the longer you own them, the less risky they become. Which is something that I might get into showing people and explaining people why that is. But for now, just know that the longer you hold shares, the less risk there is in the shares. Bro, I'm up 86% today from open.
Yeah, I literally opened up. So yesterday I shorted XRP and I shorted what's it called, Bitcoin, and I held 25% of my original position on Bitcoin. It's up like
Oof.
pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm just literally gonna hold on to it for now. My waves is up 5,600%. Yeah, there's not much.
Oh, we're gonna die
going
right now.
on.
I forgot that we had a couple things coming out.
Dude, there's
The consumer
FOMC this week,
inflation
bro.
report.
Oh fuck, is this gonna do it? I might actually catch something on this, but it's not kill zone.
What's a short the Euro GBP?
Yeah, that shit looks rough, in my opinion. It looks like that was just liquidity
GBP
raid.
is getting strong.
Do y'all know how to turn off notifications for certain channels? Because I have 1,000
Yeah.
notifications and I constantly miss fucking call outs.
Yeah, for sure. The best thing to do that I do is I turn off all notifications except my mentions, and then also I can't even think straight. My bad. I was reading something. My mentions, and then also like your notifications, like you pick your roles. You know what I mean? But you can go to the server, go to notification settings, and I think you can put only mentions, and then when you do that, it also automatically, like if you put your, you get your roles like crypto only or whatever, or stocks,
Ooh.
those will count as mentions, so you'll only get like signals and shit.
Bitcoin fucking died.
I'm about to turn off notifications. I might have to ask you about that roll thing again. Hold on.
I got you.
What's up, JL?
Holy fuck.
No
we're at
more fucking,
22.7?
no more phase B. I'm telling you.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I thought we were gonna spring there. I was
Nah.
looking for all the signs, but we never got that 4-hour chotch at 32,650.
Yeah.
So I was saying if because we basically took all the liquidity behind every structure point except 32,650.
Oh,
That's
look at
why
little
I don't
Flo.
like using like Wyckoff, because it's like it does work all the times, but then it makes you like, because I got into it for a while there, like when I first started doing smart money, that was what
Mhm.
I learned first, like, but I never went as deep into it as you guys have. But I just noticed it makes you speculate, and I think one of the most important things, same thing with smart money, like um a lot of people try to make smart money like sound as like fancy, like complicated and cool, but really, like, I think the idea and the objective of any trading, like style or strategy, whatever, it needs to be as simple as possible, because at the end of the day, we're all still like, you can know as much as you know, and all that's great, but if you have like a lot of variables, then your emotions start getting into play, like without you even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make like, all right, like,
If you want me to be honest, I can't agree with that statement because I don't think Wyckoff is complicated at all.
no, well, no, it's not complicated, but I'm saying, like, look, for instance, you guys were sitting there this whole time saying like we were accumulating. You know what I'm saying? Because it
Well,
looked
you
like we
can make
were.
it complicated
Well,
Because it looked like it
it's
That's what
either
was.
Casper's saying.
accumulation or it's redistribution.
Right, because accumulating to distro, I get it. But my point is, it causes you to search for stuff almost more than simple structure. But I mean,
I know exactly what you're saying.
like,
Kat.
it works a lot of
Yeah.
the times, but it causes like, for
It
me
causes you to have a
personally.
bias.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean because when I did first get into Wyckoff, like I would tunnel vision whatever bias like Wyckoff was giving me.
Exactly, but then it does hit some of the times. Like, for instance, like if you look at distro on Bitcoin, like both all-time highs played out clearly, but there's also went with structure. And another thing too, I've seen a lot, like whenever I'm plotting out like low time frame, like the shorts I took yesterday on Bitcoin, like it was very, very low time frame distribution. You see the sell or the buying climax, then the auto rally, sign of weakness. You don't get the same kind. It doesn't necessarily look like a Wyckoff schematic, but it is that's what's going on. You know what I mean? It's being distributed. But that's like, I don't know, because like, for instance, like one person that I watched that like meant, like I've seen a lot of his shit, and like he like switches back and forth between Wyckoff and like supply and demand. I
Yeah,
don't
he
supply and
doesn't
demand a
he
lot.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't like Man that much. The more I've learned, the more I watch. Like, he's good and all, but he's like the example of like what's wrong with smart money
I don't know.
education.
Flo sent me like one video from Ment that like is trying to talk about Wyckoff, and this dude like does not know what Wyckoff is at all.
Like,
Well,
he's all right.
it's because the whole point of the idea. I'm not gonna go on a chart, put down a bunch of labels, and trade every pattern that I see. I'm looking for the signs and the behavior of the market versus.
Yeah, Wyckoff is more volume spread analysis than it is charting.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
he
That's the
was
thing.
showing
But
it from a supply and demand perspective when showing Wyckoff, so you could see how you could still trade
oh,
Wyckoff.
dude,
not
here's where it
knowing
gets crazy,
Wyckoff.
bro. That
Exactly.
Wyckoff book I'm reading, bro, that I'm halfway through, Flo, it fucking talks about supply and demand a lot.
You gotta send that to me, bro.
It's
So,
no Manny put it in chat. It's from it's the
Yeah, it's a
Ruben
book.
one.
Oh,
It's that
okay,
online
gotcha.
book, bro.
are
Yeah,
you
this
talking about
book
the
is fire.
actual? Are you talking about the actual Wyckoff book? Like,
No,
Yeah.
it's this dude. It's by this dude that studies Wyckoff.
oh hell yeah.
But it's not the 1930s books, but we have those too.
I
But
read that
I
one.
won't be reading those.
You haven't,
Fucking Lucosis read those.
bro? They're good. I swear. Not necessarily for like, it's not gonna make you chart Wyckoff like a beast, but they're just good books for psychology, in my opinion. Like, that was the
Yeah.
first thing I read whenever Flyers put me on, because the first person that I saw trading smart money like consistently right,
Ooh.
because I saw people trade it and they just didn't. I was just like, I'm not using that. But like the first, like,
Oh my god.
what is it, dumping?
No, yeah, dude, it's dumping, but I feel bad for anyone that tried to fucking long 25K.
Or anything today.
There's
I'm
so
actually.
many people.
I know mad
I
people
looked at the chart.
had that little reaccumulation zone marked, bro. And when you're coming out of
Yep.
a distribution, bro, like you're not gonna catch a fucking long there.
Bro, there's people that were fucking trying to long it there, and they were just playing order block theory, and they're like, this order block, this order block.
Yeah, right.
Bro, they're like 50 order blocks down, and they're still saying this order block.
Oh my
Mm,
god, bro.
Men
Everyone's gonna
calls
get
that the
liquidated trying to catch his bottom right now.
striped pajama chart.
Bro, I'm honestly.
POI, 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 POI. Wrecked, 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 wrecked. All the way
Bro.
down because it's in a bearish market structure now.
I love that. That's a great one right there.
Dude.
Striped pajamas, baby.
I-
Them charts look
I opened
crazy.
This
See,
should
look.
be one.
Bro,
Today-
honestly, I want to short this here soon.
Looks like we're on our second leg down.
Today, Casper,
Looking at the
I was in the other
daily.
chat. I was in the
Yeah.
other chat, and I was like, oh, I'm shorting NASDAQ here, right? And if you look at the NASDAQ chart, you'll see the swing high. Like if you look at a 15-minute, I'm using a higher time frame, right? So I was like swing high to swing low. I'm like, guys, it hasn't even broken. It hasn't broken the level. It's still bearish. I'm gonna go short here. People are trying to go long, bro. NASDAQ done fell from that level. Let's see, 2%. So it fell 974 pips to the downside.
Jesus Christ.
And I didn't even get that much money. I exited at the weekly low, like right under the weekly low, because I was expecting it to get rated. So I probably caught 600 pips,
Holy shit.
and it's still going. Fuck.
I wanted this to push up a little harder, but I think we could see some shorts here because you
Oh
got all
my
this sell
God.
side being engineered down below. We are bullish on the 4 hour, but you're seeing these lit grabs. Like I don't like that. Like to me, I mean, yeah, the swing structure is bullish, but when you see like this over and over again, that just says like all that buy side is being absorbed. I would like to get one last push up into this 4 hour supply zone because I mean we could even refine this
Mhm.
maybe even a little bit more. I don't know exactly. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Algo.
That
wait.
wick right there. That wick.
I would just
For
say this whole
sure.
zone.
Yeah.
Because if you use like just like an institutional candle, like Flo, you'd probably mark this candle, right? Just that last candle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what.
Get them for that
Yeah,
displacement
Flo's
candle.
fucking weird like that.
No, I mean
Yeah,
they
I
hit
would
though,
mark
bro.
that
They
whole
hit.
Nah,
wick.
you gotta lower time frames. You see that as accumulation to distribution, introduction to supply.
Exactly. That's the
It's
thing.
the
Is that's
same
where it
thing. You're
really
looking for the
started.
same thing over and over and over, dude. Just going down on each time frame. You'll see it in
Yeah.
the same spot.
Like you could go from here, you go to 5 minute, and it's just because it helps you really pinpoint. Like that's what I was trying to stress in that supply
You
and
see the
demand zone
same
right
thing. Look,
here.
inside bar liquidity rate to the upside, breaker structure downside, introduction to supply.
You could just continuously
But
get
you
up.
still, the thing that makes me worry about this, you still have that imbalance right there. Right there where you're, it's an imbalance right there.
Oh, I marked the whole zone. Limits on
So-
these zones like this are hard for me to play because
Oh,
price
no,
can
no.
Yeah.
I don't want to play
trap
limits
side.
off of it. I want to wait till the 15-minute gets into it. And I want to see the 15-minute shift bearish. I'm not.
Beautiful, yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't want to, but I do want
Yeah.
to short this soon. I mean, we're in this zone here. So the thing is, I mean, when we're this close to this kind of supply and this all the, even though yes, we're seeing liquidity rate, like we've seen liquidity get rated here, here, and here, but it's just like to me, what that says is like, yeah, it's getting rated, and each time we do see a little move down, so I would watch for shorts. But if I were looking to like to swing anything or really target, these lower targets, I'd want something from up in here.
Yeah.
But I would still take shorts. Like, I
Otherwise-
wanted to wake up and trade Killzone this morning, but I felt like fucking shit, bro. Like, I'm not like that sick anymore, but like the fatigue and like shortness of breath is like.
Yeah. What do you know? What strain of
I have no idea. I think
COVID?
it was that Omicron though, because a lot of people around here apparently, like my girl showed me like a thing, like that's like what had been going around, and
Gotcha.
I don't know. I had it the first time. I didn't feel that rough, and then this time, like, I mean, like the first 2 days are the worst, and then I kind of was better, but just weird. I wanted it, but I'm sick because, fuck, I think it was Euro USD and a couple. I wanted these to do the opposite of what they did, but they were still setups on them during kill zone. Where was
I'm
it?
looking for
Oh, yeah,
GBP
this.
JPY longs
Yeah, bro. I
off
was
of
about to.
161.80.
That's what I was
4
gonna
hour
say, bro.
demand zone.
Look at the
Yeah,
fucking. Look
the
at we
BPJPY doesn't
fucking.
look bad.
We're close to equilibrium now.
Yeah,
on
Euro USD.
GBPJPY.
Euro
Yeah,
USD looks like it's gonna get ready. It's gonna come down. Euro USD is in the zone where I want it
Yeah, we came
because
back
it's
down.
in the monthly demand zone.
our shorts at 355 pips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the GBP JPY shorts we would have caught
Oh, this actually looks pretty good.
fucking 667 pips to the downside.
This doesn't look bad. I'm glad
Sheesh.
you brought this up, honestly.
Yeah, that's gonna. I feel like it could still go down a little bit more. To this 161.883, 161.835.
Oh, you're looking for longs off equilibrium?
Yeah, because we have a strong low below that.
I like
So I
this
don't know
zone
if
too.
I don't think we'll break that strong low down there.
Strong low below that.
Yeah. Go look at a 4-hour chart.
I am looking at a 4-hour chart.
Yep.
If you want to be honest, on our 4-hour chart, our strong low would be at.
It's the one that goes all the way down to
155.
157.
I think the one I had was down here too, but I'm trying to see it.
Well, okay, so you have to remember that you have to use to determine the swing, you have to use X amount of pips from a pullback. Because if you decide to go with the one at 155, you're
Yeah.
saying that an over 1,000 pip pullback doesn't matter to the
Well,
swing
the
structure.
only reason that I'm saying this is because the high was. So
Oh.
like the only reason I drew it because I think I was thinking this
1,000
other day,
pips.
thinking.
I
'cause
mean,
if you look right
500
here,
pips.
so there's
Work.
like because here was the low, we came up, then we took that low here, and I didn't
Mhm.
really. There was no real pullback till here, but then
Yep.
none of these can be highs until we clear that high. The
Yep.
way I do it, at least. I know
So-
what you're talking about though.
Yeah, so I used that low that broke that high right there as strong low. The bottom one. The bottom one to me is a weak low. 155.
155.
Yeah,
That
because
would be my strong low, but
it failed. Well, I have it marked as a strong low, but in all honesty, like it didn't really
like
break
it wasn't the low. I know
the
what you're saying.
high that broke the low.
I look at these as just flip zones, like these lows you're saying. Like I see what you mean because they were the actual Well, really, I guess this was the zone, but all these zones are flip zones to me. So like, here I want to actually
Yeah.
clean my fucking chart up. I can't have this many lines. Dude, I used to like keep all my TA on my charts and shit, and like now I literally just like I get irritated like 2 seconds, just hit this garbage can so fast, bro, and I'm like too much. But what is this? Which oh, this is GBPJY.
So on
That's what I'm looking
GBP,
for on GBBJPY.
on GBP, I count
LPSY or UTED.
I count 300 pips as a swing pullback on the 4-hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's super aggressive because it's not really supposed to be that high of that amount of pips, but anything that's a 300 pip pullback, I count as a swing from what I've been looking at.
I like either of these. I mean, I think where we're at, we could catch some longs, but I don't think this is gonna be. I mean, it's sitting on equilibrium, but I want that deeper discount.
Oh yeah, I still want 161.
But I mean, you did get an internal structure.
I
I'll
want
probably watch to see.
159.
So you got an internal break of
159.
structure there. So theoretically, if you want to be super aggressive, you could wait.
Yeah,
For a
we can go
return
down there
here.
too to 159 for sure.
Crypto chat said to turn into forex chat. I don't mind it though, bro. I'm actually all about it because I was thinking about it, and I'm about to do. I got the trial thing for FTMO. Like it's not like the actual thing, just to fuck around with it. Bro, I would have literally listen to this shit. So I shorted. This is why I can already see crypto's gonna be annoying. So yesterday when I took my shorts on Bitcoin, here hold on.
Yeah.
So I took these on my actual account with like live funds, but then I also took them on fucking
FTMO.
It's just a trial. But so it hit.
It's the trial.
It hit, and then like what was it? Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to monitor it, and even though it's just a trial, bro. Like there was just something in my head. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck that. Like you ain't gonna catch me fucking that
What?
shit up, bro. And it's literally like complete demo fun. So like whenever it dipped a little bit, I was like, all right, just set stops break even. Bro, I would have
Yeah.
passed the fuck out of this. That literally would have been like the actual pass. It would have been like 11% of the whole. It would have been like
That's all
27
you
racks.
need, dude.
Literally
they give you
one
a chance
trade.
to pass the challenge in like 2-to-1s, bro. Like it's crazy how much they give you.
It's not a
that's
hard
why they make the
test.
they make it easy, bro. They make that challenge easy because it fucking entices people.
Yeah, and then like, cause I mean the thing is, bro,
I read more into the FTMO thing and like how these live accounts and how you actually don't get a live account. You're trading on like a demo connected to like a live account.
Yeah.
And like they're literally making bank off anyone that's just fucking attempting this challenge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
failing it. That's where they. But no, like, bro, where I mean, the way because what is it? You get at first 70-30, right? Once it's like once it's locked.
Now right now it's
80-20.
80-20, and then it goes to
Yeah.
90-10.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
okay, that makes me because like before I just didn't really look at it like because then I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to take my bread out of because I want to trade forex. Then I was thinking about it, I was like, bro, what are you doing, dog? Like, what the fuck? Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
that
bro.
realization, bro. Fucking Algo and I were in a voice chat for like the whole day, bro. He was explaining to me how to use MetaTrader 5 and shit.
Like I can literally just take my I was sitting here like talking to my girl. I was like, I could just take all my bread out of like crypto and just trade fucking use OPM, bro, other people's money for trading. And I was like,
Dude, straight up.
like,
If you
why
think
not
about
do
it,
that?
10%. You make 10% a month, dog, on a 200K port.
Bro, you're making fucking like 15,
90%
20
of
racks.
that. That's stupid, dude. That's 1 to 2 plays a month if you're just making 10% on
Yeah.
these plays like this. Like that
Yeah,
is
dude,
stupid.
I'm getting a 200K swing account.
So okay,
Same
that's
here.
now while I've got you on here, Flo, because I know you've looked into it more. Okay, so this I know that everything else you can hold through the week, you can't hold, and obviously any news that affects the currency you're holding, you can't hold for longer than two hours market downtime. But then the swing account, what are like the catches with that? Because I know there has to be something, or everybody would just do
Lower
that.
leverage, you can hold.
It's just lower leverage. That's it.
Yeah, it's just lower leverage, but you can hold through news events. You can trade news events and all of that stuff.
And hold through weekends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
The swing
That's
account's
what
the
I'm
way.
getting.
That's what I would say.
Yeah,
Like, why
swing
not do
account's the
that?
move, dude. Like
Nice.
this trade on Euro USD, bro, was like 350 pips.
Well, everybody wants the quick money. They want the in and out, or they want to try the aggressive counts because they think they can make it a lot faster. But they don't understand with these swing accounts that you can really do it if you know what you're doing.
Bro, how the fuck did GBP JPY get off?
People
like
were
this?
laughing at me when I said I'm using that account. They're like, "Oh, why are you using that account? Why don't you just use your own money?"
Yeah, that's just dumb. That's like
I'm
somebody
like,
saying like,
"Bro,
why don't you
are
buy
you
your house
serious?"
cash?
It all started because Cedar was using a prop account to trade options. And then people were like, "Why doesn't she just use her own money?" I'm like, "Because you can take bigger risks when it's not your money."
Well, that and you just
Like, what
do
the
something
fuck?
else. Like go
Be
fucking
smarter. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
FTMO main
Oh,
source
and
of income,
the
crypto
taxes.
as a side
The
job.
taxes work different too.
They
Because
do. You kind of
it's
get
labeled as
fucked.
a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
kind of get fucked after a certain amount of time because you can't deduct full time trading status from your
TTS.
yeah. So if you lose a lot of money, you're capped to how much you can write off. But that's a whole nother story that I
Yeah.
get into.
If we
Just know that
we
you're
get
gonna
to that
be
point.
yeah.
Dude, holy shit.
When you get there, you
Bitcoin,
can worry about
or
it.
I almost said Bitcoin Sailor. Michael Saylor, like his entire investment is at a $1 billion loss. Apparently, I don't think that's right.
It might be.
No, I don't think that's
the
right
amount of money
because.
this dude has put into Bitcoin.
But I thought that, like, let's see what he's tweeting right now. He tweeted.
His
Oh,
dollar
that's
cost
right.
average.
You know that
dollar cost average was
Coinbase
like 31,000.
I thought, yeah, that's
Coinbase can technically liquidate their fucking port if they go under, and all the money that's in Coinbase it will be used to pay Coinbase's debts before they pay back the investors. Just so you
Yep.
guys.
yeah.
So that
So their
sounds really
stock was down
bad.
50%
Yep.
the other week.
It sounds like they're trying to fucking kill off crypto.
kill it off.
Murder it.
Dude, I'm not even
See, I
lying.
mean, you could get
That's
aggressive. I
dumb.
would just, I don't know.
There's-
I'd be.
There's probably someone in the U.S. government that's fucking.
I think
they're on
swing
a
is the
kill
way, man.
crypto fucking group right now.
Yeah, no, swing for sure, for sure.
Sure,
I'm just
yeah,
talking about
you
this
should do.
specific chart. I'm not even talking about the like.
Oh.
No, yeah, no, no.
Oh,
Because
isn't crypto a
GBP,
huge
GBP's
threat to our
strong
current
too, dude.
financial?
GBP's strong.
Oh,
setup?
look! I was just talking about that, bro. And look at trading stream real quick, or stream chat real quick.
Hold on.
This somebody popped this up, and they're like, "Isn't this the clause that Coinbase added to their?"
Oh, my bad,
Um,
Sinan. I'm unmute you right now, bro.
it says, "Hey, isn't this the same language Coinbase just added?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Celsius is getting absolutely wrecked.
Oh, that bitch is going to 0.
Sinan, you're unmuted now. I just now saw where you tagged me, and this is my bad. He's talking about. What's up, bro? Oh, I'm gonna mute him.
Celsius rug pulling or some shit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
What was the? Yeah, just so. He said excellent. There's futures. Wait,
Beautiful
what?
for
There's futures?
cryptocurrency.
There's futures.
No, you I think, bro, no cap, bro. I could actually like see like there's some task force in the U.S. trying to eliminate crypto right now.
Yeah, BlackRock. No, not trying to eliminate it, but they're trying to destroy what it is and then rebuild how they
What the
want
fuck
it.
is going on in
They're
New
trying
York
to give
right now?
they're trying to give reason for regulation. They want it by their rules.
Bro, I mean, if they haven't got enough yet with Luna, bro, I don't know what's gonna cause.
I know. I thought Luna was gonna be the reason. I guess
think
not,
it
though.
is. I mean, did you guys
They're
watch
just gonna
that?
let a couple more
on.
projects rug pull.
I watched
Come
the
on, Chi. I don't have time for this.
that one meeting on digital assets. The one where they're talking about stable coins, and they basically, I mean, they didn't say it, but they said that, I mean, they did say it pretty much, that the United States is creating the central bank digital currency. But then, like,
Oh yeah.
they said, and then they straight up also said, they're like, well, this could take legislation years to come up with this. And they said, well, you know, we're not against using an executive order. And I was like, holy fuck.
Sheesh.
Like, bro, what?
Yeah, no, this is all planned.
What do you think about gold longs down from here? I would wait, but
I like gold longs right there, dude. I was
Yeah.
just looking at gold earlier. I think one of these dudes I was trading with was trying to catch gold longs earlier. I think it was Jerry, but she's in my zone right now, man. Here or 1815. I could even see like 1807 swept some demand introduction down in that area.
yeah, I want to get a good long up to somewhere to short the fuck out of it, bro.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to
Down
take
like
her to 2K.
16.
Look at the weekly equal highs, man.
Yeah, these
what
right
what if she
here.
close up there? Yeah.
That'd be
Beauty.
insanity. I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be that
beauty.
surprised. What's the last time? Yeah, because like 08, it was one of the quicker assets to rally back. It's gold. It like literally started like a fucking
All
4-year
the
bull
boomers
run.
going to buy the physicals.
Yeah,
Gold,
for
platinum,
sure.
all of that. They're about to go crazy.
Because the weekly on gold is still bullish where we're at. I mean, the way I drew it. Because I mean, to me, I mean, regardless if you draw it, you know, here or here, you know, you
Yeah, I see that as the range.
like this down here.
That
or
one
this.
and that one right there.
See, yeah, because this is weird with me with like weekly pullbacks because it's like it doesn't look like it, but kind of like what Algo was saying earlier, like that's a pretty big pullback to me. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's demand introduction to me. I see that as like reaccumulation on lower time frames, which it probably
Yeah, for
is if we go
sure.
down like to a daily. So if that's broken, then you could see that as a good indicator for downside,
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty clean.
just based off of that.
And then you've got all that liquidity down there.
Hmm.
You need help? What's that other wine? Dude, this fucking no, this shit's funny. So my girl she ordered wine like from this like online thing. And it's like
Mhm.
it's like good.
Onlinewine.com.
Is it onlinewine.com? First leaf? It's something like that. That's a thing apparently. That's what everybody said. But yeah, like so they like delivered it and they're like supposed to ID you and all this shit, and like they just don't. They just keep like dropping it off, and they message and say like, "Hey, did the wine arrive?" My girl is just like, "No, it didn't arrive," and they've sent us like fucking 30 bottles of wine, bro. I'm not exaggerating.
Oh,
We just like
shit.
keep getting.
Bro, what site is this? Put me on.
Somebody on me said, "Yo, what side is this?"
Put
It's
me on.
First Leaf. First Leaf, yeah, but I guess it's just because our FedEx worker doesn't give a fuck about IDing, because like that, because they're supposed to like make you like sign for it, but they asked, they were like, "Did you guys get this?" It's like, it's like, yeah, FedEx called and we're like, "No, like we didn't get it." Just have like fucking 24 bottles of wine. It's good shit too. I mean, it's
Jeez.
not like crazy shit. It's like 2 years old.
That's a come up
4
right
years
there.
old.
Start
4 years
selling them
old.
at the back.
My bad. 4 years old. My girl said, "What? What'd you say, Flo?"
I said that's a come up right there. Start selling it out the back. No.
Yeah. Fuck. How was your
Free
shit up
wine,
there
baby.
with Ebo? Y'all and him got turned from what I heard.
Crazy, dude. Had my ass blowing chunks.
Oh yeah,
I ain't
Shannon,
even
I'm gonna
playing,
unmute
man.
you, Shannon. I unmuted you, but you didn't say anything. I unmuted you. Can you hear us now, Shannon? Because he asked me to unmute him, and I feel bad. I unmuted, but I never hear him say anything when I unmute him.
It looks like he's talking.
But it's no sound.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
Damn, this site's crazy. It's asking me if I like toast and shit when I'm just trying to.
He said
wine.
the site's crazy. It's asking me if I like toast. I unmuted you, Shannon. I feel bad because homie's asked to been unmuted. Like,
Whoa.
and my girl said she's got coupons. First come, first serve.
Whoa.
Yo,
Fort.
I'm down. I'm down, man.
You guys need to start playing Rust, bro. You know I was gonna say it. You knew exactly what I was gonna
Say
say.
less. I need a new
You guys
game.
hear me?
Bro, do you have a PC? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
not. No, I'm
Does
about
Rust
to get one now.
crossplay? That'd be fire.
Rust? Do they have console Rust?
They might. They should. I would think they do, but
No, I
we'll
said
see.
they have crossplay Rust.
It would be hard to play console. Or I mean, I don't know. It's like a super fucking. Let me see.
We might see some reaction at what is this? What level is this?
What the
We
hell?
might
They have it on
see,
Xbox One? Wait, am I like? It says it's been out since fucking.
21,724.3.
It's on Xbox?
Bro, it's been on. It's trying to say it's been on Xbox since 2013.
Huh?
No shot.
I might
Oh
look
no,
for
it's
possible
not. It's
Bitcoin
not.
longs at 21.7. Yeah, 21,720.
I think it's coming out, or maybe it just came out. I don't know. I've seen like multiple things. So, oh yeah, no, it says
21.
console edition 5/20/21. So I guess it has been out. But I don't know how that
Oh,
would
okay.
work, bro, because like I don't have like a crazy like my gaming PC. It's not it's not like a piece of shit or anything, but it's not as advanced as it could be, and it has some trouble running Rust. Like I mean,
I
literally,
feel you.
it takes, bro, like no fucking bullshit. Like we play on a server that'll have like 200, 300 people at a time, and it will take me like from the time that I start, like click to start Rust to the time in a game, like sometimes it's like 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not
Sheesh.
exaggerating. Like to load the
Oh no,
game,
they got it on here.
but
Rust console edition. It's only got 2 stars though. It's probably runs
it's
terrible
probably
on
it
consoles.
probably doesn't work out too well. But dude, Rust's fun though. It's like it's a challenge though, bro. Like that shit'll teach you patience.
What is it, Battle Royale?
No, hell no. It's like
It's like Minecraft with guns.
but like survival. Like I don't. It's like you start out and like the
It's like one of
servers.
those survival games, like The Forest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but way harder
Bet.
because you got
But
like hundreds of other people that all want to kill you and
It's
take your
like
shit.
Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like that.
okay.
That's like one of
Okay.
those types of games.
Like,
Like
me
those
and-
ultra realistic, well not ultra realistic, but those like survival shooters. I don't know.
Yeah, you get shot
Yeah,
with
just
like
talking
one
about-
bullet, bro.
Build
If
a
you don't
base
have
with your
armor, you're dead.
friends, fucking clap other clans. That type
Dude,
of
me
shit.
and my homie, we started the server late, and we're like, it's like, bro, you just gotta keep your head down, bro. You're like running around out there. You got a bow and arrow. There's motherfuckers out here with like geared up. You hear people, you hide, type shit. But it's
Stray
fun though.
cats.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like we like
ETH
went
might
out.
show some demand soon, man.
Like a good old urethrium. Oh, it's
Urethra.
actually. Oh, it's actually in this zone that we marked a little bit ago. Somebody was asking about it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. This sounds all right. Fuck it, you could look at it. I was like, it probably won't hold.
Yeah.
It's
I had
actually holding.
1300
Like what?
and then I had 11.
You got
Bro.
OTE at 21.7K on Bitcoin. You might see
Excuse me.
some short-term bounce there.
I mean,
I would play longs.
with crypto, I use for 15 minute. I like to use Wix, but I just don't trust this like as a swing look. That just looks like it's obvious liquid to me. I don't know. I would need quite a bit. That's why I'd
If we
rather
break
use.
structure up here, then I would be more confident.
I'd rather use 4-hour internal structure because here's the thing: like when you use like the idea behind internal structure is it's going to be swing structure on a lower time frame, but half the time with crypto it's so sus and like liquidity rating that those 4-hour internal structure, or I'm sorry, the 15-minute swing structure breaks aren't even breaking any internal structure in the 4 hours. So one thing I've been kind of like messing around with is waiting to get a 4-hour change of character instead of the 15-minute
Yeah, do
swing
that.
structure.
The hourly breaks will show you that
Yeah, that's
very
actually
well.
yeah.
For the lower highs and the higher lows on the 4-hour. Hourly breaks upside and downside are beautiful for that. JL,
Huh?
you getting on?
Oh yeah, I'm getting on right now.
All right.
Good old Bort night.
This game's trash.
It is some trash.
I literally, yeah.
Sheesh, we got some stuff cooking up for the week, boys.
Oh yeah, I'll go.
Looks good.
Fucking Euro USD, bro. Looks like it is coming directly for the week low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I should have take profit even lower, but it's all good.
Take profit. Oh yeah, because you're already in discount.
104.1. I took it at 104.8.
You're deep in discount on Euro USD right now, but it's a redistro. It looks like it's gonna break. What would this be? All
When
time
did you
lows?
short Euro
Oh.
USD?
It was honestly clean. Up at the
June
Well,
9th,
hold on.
Oh, you caught
5 a.m.
Oh,
when? The fuck?
June
he
9th, 5 a.m.
Yo, he
We went
caught
over
it,
it on
bro.
stream that day.
Wait, you caught that fucking top, bro?
Bro, that was the one that I was posting like weeks before. Go in
There's
Forex chat right now. You'll see I've been posting that play for weeks before that
Yeah,
whole hit, bro.
that rated
I know,
liquidity
but I'm
up into
saying you
that
fucking.
original
I'm saying you
distribution.
caught it. Do you know how much that would have paid on the 200K? That's that 30 lot trade I was
Dude.
talking about, bro.
Yeah, dude. 355 pips.
I know, bro. Fucking on
3.3%
30
move.
lot. Yeah, if you did the 30 lot, that was like, came out to like 72 G's.
On one trade, man. You held
Bro,
for 2 days.
That's 1.5% of the account.
Yeah, 80%, 80% of that, dog. Done.
Like, look
This
at
Paid
wasn't
for
the
that.
one.
That's
This
a
wasn't
swing
the one
account,
that
so
you
can
missed.
so that you can do a 30 lot too.
I thought you
No, that
missed
was the half
trade.
a pip. The half a pip.
Wait, it missed you by half a pip?
Yeah.
Oh, did you chart it on MT5?
I charted it on no, this
TradingView.
is on TradingView.
Bro,
You
that's
guys
No,
were
trading
on
view
TradingView.
missed.
yeah, you have to
it
use
missed?
you have to use
Yeah. They all missed. That's why I was like, you caught that trade because I was trying to get into a short because I had
Bro,
this
what do you
marked
mean
up
it
for a
missed on
long
Euro
ass time.
USD? It tapped the 0.5 of the 4-hour supply perfectly.
That wasn't.
No, we're
I think
talking
it was
about
just
on the
no.
MetaTrader
Yeah, even
chart.
on MetaTrader, I recharted it and it hit.
Well, I
I'll
think
send you my
it was this
MetaTrader
last
chart.
candle, right? Was what you were looking for on the 15-minute, or
Mhm.
no? It hit on the 15-minute.
It was. So if you look on the hourly, it broke structure to the downside at this. Okay, at 5:00 p.m. on May 30th.
Bro, we should have
And
long
then
that GBPJPY
the
at
candle
equal.
before that candle was the one that I chose on the hourly, which was that zone that you have right there.
Yeah.
Well, look at my at.
And the liquid,
No, I think
that
it
like
was
the model that I'm building right now. I need to just get back on it. I pretty much have it. I just need to put it all into Notion, like where it's nice and organized. But basically, it's like.
Oh, you started using Notion?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cracked.
Yeah.
But
It's,
I'm still getting used to it, to be honest. I'm using it, but it's like, am I really? You know, I mean, I'm getting there. Like I'm building a Notion I'm going to share with all you guys. It's going to have a fuckload of stuff in it, but it's honestly it's easy, but it's kind of hard to figure out at first, like to get it looking right, or at least like leverage it the best, I should say.
I had that refined, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking about the H4. The 4 was, yeah, the 4 was
what's
clean.
it called? Algo taught me that the liquidity providers are different, so you have to like rechart it on MT5.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just gotta find your POI on TradingView and then refine it like
Exactly.
for MT5.
Do you like MT5 over 4?
I like 5/4 to be honest, just because I
I've
can
never
place
used
like
it.
entry, stop loss on the chart.
Yeah, that's why they told me the MT5.
You could
And
do
it's-
entry and stop loss on the chart,
On
bro.
4, I
You
think.
right click, buy limit. You can move it up and down. Set your stop
Dude, the
losses
phone
through the
app,
chart.
bro. The phone app compared.
Oh,
to
I'm talking about
MT4
the
is
phone
fire.
app.
Yeah, with that
Oh.
fucking the green, bro. The lines. Are you talking about the lines that you can place
Yeah.
directly on the? Yeah, bro. That shit's fire.
I've never used 5. I might fuck with it.
Dude, you gotta check out 5.
I think it's cleaner on the phone, dude. A lot cleaner on the phone.
It's way.
I don't know. I
cleaner
like
on the
trading on the
phone.
phone anyway. I don't like trading on the computer, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah.
Dude,
I was trading on
I
my
do,
phone.
but not fucking MetaTrader, bro. MetaTrader in the computer, I feel like I just went back in like a time machine to like the 90s.
I know, dude.
I'm watching Scott Carney all over again.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Yo, we should have definitely taken those off of Equilibrium jail. But
Oh, the Euro USD.
nah, GBP JPY.
I mean, I'd still watch
Oh.
it come down here.
See, I would have felt good entering off the phone on these Euro shorts
Bruh.
because this is like a fully
The
confirmed trade,
GBP
Bro, we would have
USD
had
shorts
100
These are
probably the
pips.
confirmed, bro,
clean.
because these are the lower highs of the 4 hours.
Why
So
is
then
my
you're just
long
waiting for the
position this?
15-minute
What the hell's
lower
going on?
high.
JL, that was 100 pip pullback
What?
on GBP JPY.
Oh, the last time we talked about it, like
No, right
went
now.
into shorts from the session open.
No, the longs. The shorts, I don't even want to talk about the shorts. The shorts, bro, that's 700 pips. It's a
Blanco.
4% move to the downside.
Oh, I'm coming.
I don't even want to talk about
Alright.
that. I'm looking for relief on Euro USD, but it might take out that weak low. What else was I looking for? USD JPY. I was waiting for bullish reaction on that.
I just downloaded MT5.
GBP.
Yo,
GBP
Casper, you looking to
USD.
long GJ off that 50-minute order block?
I'm considering. I'm just kind of plotting out the risk to reward. I'm not gonna set any limits just yet, but I want to see how we react to it.
Got it.
Yeah, and if I took them, depending on how I kind of structure we form here, would be depending on when I take profits. Because really, I mean, if you look at the 4 hour, theoretically, the only thing is here the weekly. To me, I mean, this looks pretty bearish. You get that liquidity rate to the upside. Like while it is still bullish here, to me that's a weak low now. Like this, I mean, it's on the 4 hour, it's a strong low, but on the weekly, with Forex especially, I try to be really mindful of like the weekly levels. I look at that as a weak low because I'm not going to consider this high a high, like a swing high, because we just got a pretty clear. It was a liquidity raid. So what's ADA doing? For some reason I have an alert set on ADA. Maybe it was to short.
Oh, it's bouncing right now. Did we tap equilibrium on fucking MetaTrader or something?
On what?
GBP JPY? Because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
tapping. Oh, we did.
On 4
Because
hour.
we're
On the 4
tapping
hour.
equilibrium on Well, we got very close to it on my 4 hour on TradingView, but we didn't fully tap
Did
it.
it? I thought it did. Hold on. My chart off. So to me, it would equilibrium be just this whole, or the range would be this whole range. Oh no, it didn't tap it. You're right. It came close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, did it tap it on MT5?
I got ADA though.
Orange. Naranja.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Have you guys ever played the Goat Simulator?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Dude, I remember
never
when
played
Goat
it.
Simulator was popping, dog. There was like bread in that game.
So yeah, seems like we got a nice reaction to this
I'm
supply zone. But this
super
one looks
bullish
like
on oil.
I wouldn't mess with this here.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna long it down here.
Well, oil.
Oil and I'm looking at the US oil chart. I'm looking for it to hit. Technically, it looks like it put in a 3-drive pattern, and that's why it's pulling back. Because I'm looking at the 4-hour, but what's it called? Yeah, it just looks good. I think we still haven't tapped into supply on the 4-hour.
Your supply.
I am supply.
Yes, technically you tap that demand zone that's sitting at equilibrium though.
On what?
GPV,
GJ.
JPY.
Oh
say
yeah,
anymore.
yeah. So we should have logged it there, but I still think it's gonna come back down.
162.5. That would be eek of that
Where's
demand
this
zone, I
line
guess.
from that I have?
I think
yeah,
we should
that's a
still
target.
pull back a little bit. I don't know.
Well, we could come up and form our UTAD or LPSY.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was like, no,
Yeah, it's
no
yeah.
UTAD, not yet. I have to be in the UTAD.
Well, we have to form the UTAD. I'm saying the longs to shorts, so we could have missed the long part of the shorts.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Oh, you got a glowing 1-hour candle too.
What's it? What do you mean a glowing?
Oh,
An
that's his
inside
little
bar?
indicator
Shit.
Oh, one of your
for
that makes me think
institutional
of fucking
sponsorship.
makes me think of Nessie.
That's probably what those candles were, bro.
Yeah, y'all remember that shit? That's probably literally what it was. I guarantee it's probably the
Yo!
same logic. Yeah. I don't really like trading. Well, actually, I don't know. You're just kind of out of session, really, for this right now, this pair as well. It's another thing to keep in mind. Yeah, sorry. I know that everybody's probably wanting more of a crypto stream, but there's just not much to work with yet. I think with Bitcoin, for me, next liquidity target that's going to get cleared is going to be down here at 21,920. So that's where I'd start to potentially look for something. But until then, I mean, I'm just chilling.
Yeesh. About to go eat some lunch. I'll catch y'all boys later. It
I
was
was going
good
to say,
talking.
yeah, for sure. We'll be on here tomorrow too. I'll hop on and hit some Forex. I might wake up early as fuck tomorrow and trade Killzone, but yeah. So I appreciate all you guys coming through. If you guys have any questions, just at me, DM me, whatever, and we'll figure it out. And until tomorrow, I'll see you later.
Have a good day, bro.
For sure. You too, man.